Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake, and what we're going to make is whole wheat pita bread. Now, if you don't like whole wheat and you prefer, a pita made with all-purpose flour, I do have a video recipe on that, so do check it out on my channel. Well, first of all, I want to give you the recipe. I went ahead and I made this pita bread dough in my bread maker on the dough cycle. And what you're going to need and use is 1 cup of lukewarm water, 110 degrees, 2 teaspoons of dry active yeast, 1 teaspoon of honey, 1 1/2 cups of whole wheat flour, 1 1/4 cup plus 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And that's how I made the dough. Now, when the dough maker and the cycle is, ready, you take it out, of course, and I wanted to show you a portion of what it's going to look like, and it will look like this with the dough. What else I did was, you can get usually about 9 pitas out of this recipe. I went ahead with my scale and actually cut about 3 ounces of dough on my scale, because I kind of want them the same size because I think they bake up evenly and the timing and whatever. So, around that 3 ounces, you might find a different measurement works better for you, but I'm just offering what mine was. And then I just tucked everything under, pinched it underneath the dough ball like that, press it in like a disc, and then just roll it in your hands and make your 9 dough balls. Okay? Now, what I also found that I thought was very helpful is that while I was getting the oven preheated at 450 degrees and whatever, I went ahead and I did cover the dough balls with my towel. And when I came back, which was probably about maybe 10 or 15 minutes later, I even noticed they rose a little bit, that type of thing. So once you do that, then take the dough balls. Now, if you use flour, you don't want to use a lot, so kind of be really sparingly. Unless it's sticky, then of course you need more flour. And I'm just going to slowly deflate them and just roll them out to about a 1/4 inch thickness on these. And then I just real lightly, just stretch ever so gently to make a disc about this big, okay? I will, I don't have a measuring tape right this second, but I will measure it and have it below, where the instructions are for the recipe and that type of thing. Now, what you'll want to do is you can use your baking stones or whatever, but I like pizza trays because I think they're relatively thin and they heat up really well and they keep a nice hot heat. And I preheat the pan ahead of time. Then I take it out of the oven when I'm ready to bake it, and I place my pita on there. I usually get about 3 to this size, pan that I'm using, and they usually take me anywhere from 4 to 5 minutes to bake up. And you generally can tell if they bake properly is that they'll balloon up. They'll puff up very, very tall. Almost probably double, maybe a little bit more than double their size in the oven, okay? So that's to tell you about making the dough, how to prepare the dough, that type of thing. I'm going to rinse my hands very quickly here. Excuse me. I do have some to show you once you bake them up. And here is one that we have. It's a nice golden brown. You can definitely see that whole wheat. You can see some, and as they cool, they start to deflate in different areas. They're very, it's very thin and almost crusty on this one because you can see where the cracks are forming. That's how, oh, these are so delicious warm, and I like them just spreading some butter on them when they're warm, that type of thing. Here's another one to show you the size that I get, and let's just cut open one so that you can see the insides of them. You can see the top here is extremely flaky and delicate and crisp. Oh, these are absolutely delicious, and I love, as I said, love them warm. If not, you can make sandwiches them with, you don't have to eat them warm or eat them hot. And they're really easy and fun to make. So there you go. You've got whole wheat pita bread, and that's going to be it for me today. If you like this recipe and you try it, leave a comment because I'd like to hear from you. And as always, thanks for watching Diane Lovetobake, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again soon.